Talk about a woman on a mission. My guest tonight is most certainly a woman of prosperity. Please put your hands together for celebrity manager ReShida Watler. Thank you for joining me tonight. How are you?
Hello, JB. I'm great. How are you doing?
I am wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it.
Not a problem.
Now, your resume is just impeccable, I tell you. You are the president and CEO of Super Femina Entertainment. Tell us about your company. What do you all specialize in?
Well, we're a lifestyle management company with focuses and strength on branding, strategic marketing, negotiations, fine-tuning artists, generating deals, and, et cetera, et cetera. And we've been doing this since 2004.
Wow.
We work with corporate clients as well as your Moet Hennessy and Belvedere, from your BMWs and et cetera. We have a host of celebrity names clients, and we also have new breaking clients. So we're like a mixture of a melting pot, and then we have artists as well from art galleries, and we're on the cutting edge, and we're very visionary.
Amazing. Now, you have produced dozens of films and music videos, but what caught my eye, and as you just mentioned, you guys help create marketing plans for different labels and things of that nature, correct?
Correct. Definitely did. We created, marketing campaigns based on different projects. We would do like 30-second spot commercials, come out with the different ideas as far as like we did a campaign on 3-6 Mafia where we came out with the spinning rim, and, you've seen the actual commercial spots on TV.
Now, one thing I do want to ask, because Rich Kid Radio aims to educate our independent artists in the importance of knowing the business side of this industry we call entertainment, with your experience, especially bringing in hundreds of millions of dollars into the campaign, what is the best way to market ourselves?
Well, I would say first rule of thumb is knowing who you are as a brand, knowing your product and believing in that product. Start a cult following in that product, and then you can branch on from that standpoint. With SFE, our imprint, we had just started a new situation with a digital distribution deal through Ingrooves, Fontana, and XLP. And it's a new format to where we integrate, new music on the digital standpoint. So just from that aspect, I think right now we're in a new space and time where right now everything is digital, everything is viral.
Yeah.
So
true.
If you can cultivate a large portion of a fan base on internet or have your following up, that kind of pretty much starts your brand. And you pretty much start your, investing in that situation with your cult following and moving on to the next level because, after a period of time, it definitely will grow.
In terms of the social media aspect of it, when you mention have your fan base, like if they have a fan page, is there a good number that they should have before they take it to the next level and, let's say, reach out to someone like yourself?
Well, realistically, people don't really start paying attention to 20 to 30,000 followers. I mean, ultimately, if you can dictate your own brand and your own product, having people believe in it, I would say the numbers really doesn't matter. It only matters to which you reach a certain standpoint to where it's undeniable. But as they say in this business, numbers is everything. So I would definitely tell you to get your numbers up because that makes a huge difference. However, if you can have a strong cult following, not with at least 10 people, but if you have a realistic number and you have a grassroots following, that makes all the difference. Once you place your product out there and you believe in your brand, everybody else will stand behind you.
Sticking with artist development, and this is for any forms of talent, singing, acting, rapping, whatever, what should they do in order to better prepare themselves even before they start a following?
Well, I think first and foremost is to do your homework, do your research, know your resources, and also know who the people in your market, and kind of ultimately pair yourself up with those individual groups so it can make sense to whatever you're targeting, whether it's acting, because, we rep, actors as well, Cicely Sewell, who played on One-on-One, and now we're working on a series with her. Just knowing who your audience is, not just, go into it not blindsided. Know what you really want to do and believe in it and stay true to it.
So tell us about this new series.
Well, I'm excited. Myself, another partner under the SSE label, Tamika Layton, And Cicely Sewell, who's an artist that we definitely manage and act as her agent, we have incorporated a new series called Stand. But we're definitely going to pre-production in the fall. We are taking commitments now from the network, so we're really excited. And, the best is, yet to come, in our film department. So we're really excited about that and in anticipation about it.
Well, let JB tell you, on Rich Kid Radio loves exclusive interviews and loves exclusive before the news breaks. So keep me in mind with that too, okay?
We definitely will. We definitely will, JB.
Now, in working with some of our well-known celebrities, such as Neo, Wu-Tang Clan, as you mentioned, Destiny's Child, along with others, and also our big company, what has been your biggest challenge?
In this game, you always have to be on the cusp of things. You have to keep your ear to the tempo of what is going on in culture. You also have to attend to the streets and what's going on in the streets and have your ears to the beat of the movers and shakers. So being able to keep all that intact and still, strive for the same visions as the label, because, I started out in the label and I learned all my fundamentals from the label aspect. So having all of that and, having my phone ring still to today, based on the relationships that I've harvested over the years, I think that's also a key element, is harvesting those relationships and maintaining it. And once you have that, I think you're able to reinvent or go down different avenues because, everybody's always evolving. So with that being said, just really nurturing your relationships and staying true to who you are and keeping your name as good as they would say, your name is everything in this business.
That's
so
true.
Just making sure that you stay true to that. I think once you stay true to who you are, everything else shall follow.
Now, and I understand, are you a lawyer also, or you went to law school?
Yeah, it's so funny. When I started in the business, I was introduced to all the hot entertainment attorneys. I was actually, I had just went to Fairleigh Dickinson, graduated for paralegal studies, and I was actually in law school at the time.
Okay.
And meeting all the hot new attorneys through a co-constituent of mine, Raheem Thomas, who worked at J Records. And from that point on, he introduced me to the Tim Mandelbaums and the Larry Rudolphs and et cetera. And it just became a great situation for me. But, as life goes on and you start working in the business, you got to choose a field. And I chose to, at that time, opt out of law school, however, going back and finishing up. But it actually worked to my benefit because I went in not blinded. I knew the legal language of it. I knew the formalities of it. So I came from a different perspective. And I didn't intern. I went straight to working. My little difference was actually, having somebody hold my hand, do the, who was already in the business. And, at the time he was, working at J Records, head of A&R. And, from that point, having somebody hold your hand is also good because they give you the fundamentals. So I came into it a little differently. So relationships play a good thing to me, and you stay true to that, and don't forget how you started.
Now, going back to keeping your ears in the streets and knowing the trend of what's going on, we've been seeing an influx of reality shows. What is the driving force behind that? I just want to know, is it because some of the executives can't find good writers for new sitcoms? What's up with that?
No, I just think, for example, Mona Scott being a music mogul in, the entertainment industry, now going into film, I just think it's just a form of entertainment. And she's doing a phenomenal job despite the reflection of what love and hip-hop has to offer. It is the day-to-day struggles of what goes on in hip-hop community, from a back standpoint. Some of it true, some of it false, but who are we to say? I think it just plays as an avenue to take it to the next level, for being in entertainment, whether it's film, music, fashion, everybody does it. So, it's called entertainment. So no matter what genre you play into, it's all a form of entertainment.
What all are you currently working on right now?
Right now, with my digital distribution through InGrooves, I have the artist Redhead, Kingpin out of D.C. He has a couple of songs out right now, Aim to Please and Talk White. I also have Berto out of Harlem via Vegas. He has a song out called You Already Know. I have Malik 16. I'm also working with DJ Chaotic, which I'm so excited about, out of Dallas.
Yes.
Congratulations. He's now the new Bel Air boy for Black Bottle. also a brand rep for Foot Action, and we're taking him to, private label and doing some other joint ventures for distribution deals. So we're excited about that. Working with Cicely, as I said, Cicely Sewell for the film department, working on a series stand. And then we have our day-to-day clients who are corporations/artists who, people noticeably know, which, I really want to focus on the new stuff now, which I'm excited about. And then, future products being branded with SFE and on the digital standpoint from, 3 to 4 years now with the imprint of SFE. So I'm excited. And that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Like, just moving forward, making sure our hands are into everything and, incorporating the fashion, film, sports, and, all aspects of entertainment. So we're excited to be here and, have the phones keep ringing.
Keep the phones ringing. Keep the bills paid, right?
Correct. Absolutely.
Now, how can we keep up with you and your company?
Yes, it's so funny because I strongly tell my clients to social media is the new outlet, and, SFE has not been intertwined with any of that. But now we have, it's like rule of thumb. It's like the First Amendment, and here we are just coming on board.
Do what I say, not as I do.
Yes, in 2013, incorporate that, that digital aspect. I have to be honest. Yes, I'm the person who says it and don't do it at times. But now we have definitely incorporated all the social media. And we have Super Femina on Twitter at SuperFeminaEnt, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. It's all the same. And then for superfeminaentertainment.com is our website, which will be up this week. We're excited about that, the new presentation. So everything is going well. No complaints.
All right. Well, I have to say, Miss ReShida, I am so happy to have you on, and it's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
We're looking forward to all that you have coming up, and you have to keep me updated with everything. We're going to have you back on, and even your artists on, as soon as everything is up and running. Just give me a call.
Perfect. I love it, JB. Thank you again for having me.